everyone, and thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Today I'm gonna touch on a subject that I wasn't sure that I wanted to talk about, but yes, I'm gonna talk about. Black and brown lives matter. Of course, we know that everybody lives matter, but you gotta know that lately, especially since Trump's been in office, and not so much even in Trump, even when Obama was in office, black men are being murdered like daily. Black, Latino, and women. Black, Latino, men and women are being murdered like crazy. This is getting ridiculous. I want to talk about this. So let's get started on Black and Brown Lives Matter. Let's get started. Okay, so as I said, we all know that everybody lives matter, but we're going to talk about Black and Brown Lives Matter because this is like happening in Black and Brown communities. So I'm going to go back and talk about my neighborhood in Boston, Massachusetts. My neighborhood is called, that I grew up in, is called Mission Hill. You know, it was basically a black and Latino community. And I remember growing up in the 60s and 70s, just with a lot of hostility towards black and Latinos. All right, my first experience with a white police officer that I remember, the very first one, is when I was at a school called the Ivy Allen Elementary School, okay, which is like right across from Mission Hill Projects, right in Mission Hill Projects. And we had this officer, a white officer that came in to talk to, I was like in the first grade, the first graders. And his name was, I'll never forget his name was Officer Green. So Officer Green had us all sitting down, and he kept telling us all about how the police are your friends. We're here to protect you. So, he went on this long lecture about how he was here to protect us and keep peace in the community. And you're a kid. I was just a kid. We're listening and, falling for it. Okay, so believing that this was true. The police was there to protect us. But as time went on, I kept seeing a lot of times, like especially on the weekends, police chasing down young black men, Puerto Rican men, just chasing them through the neighborhood, shooting at them. This is like not just on the weekends, but like almost every night. It was always something. Always remember hearing stuff about my neighborhood. How so many black men being murdered and shot down. And the police were saying that my life was threatened. I felt threatened by this person. I remember a time when one person was in their car, and the police said that they was in the car, and the car came after them, and they just killed this person. They just fired like crazy in the car and killed the person. I remember another story when the police officer claimed that these guys were trying to run them down, back up and run them down. The guys were actually moving forward, were taking off, and they killed them. And they said, no, they was backing up on them. And they felt threatened for their life, so they had to kill them. So a lot of stories like that, a lot of times. I mean, majority of the times the police got off with murder, got away with murder. Okay, blacks, Puerto Ricans happening, killing them and getting away with it. So I remember that. I remember a lot of stories like that. I also remember around the time when Martin Luther King was murdered. We had a big riot, and they had brought in the National Guards. We had National Guards like all over my neighborhood. I don't know, for like a couple of months, like jeeps and trucks all over the place. Every block you went, they would be stopping you and harassing you and asking you questions. It was just like, it was unbelievable. Okay, it was like unbelievable. And another really famous case that everybody knows about, when a white man from the suburbs named Charles Stewart, okay, you know that name, He was going to the hospital, like right in the community, Bigham's. I think it was Bigham's and Women's Hospital, right next to Mission Hill Projects. And he pulls over, and he shoots his wife in the back of the head, and shoots himself in the side, and then tell the police that it was a black man. Yes, that's the community where the white guy killed his own wife and said it was a black man that did it. And I know the guy, and I know his family, and I grew up with his sister, and the guy went through hell. And not just the guy went through hell, the guy got set up. The whole community went to hell. I mean, like, everywhere you went, police was stopping you. Every corner you went, police was stopping you. White, black, stupid black officers harassing you. I'm telling you, I'm serious that these stupid black officers didn't give a damn, just trying to kiss up, stopping you, pulling you over, frisking you. You walk down the next block, some more cops pulling you over. It was crazy. Okay, I remember that. I remember it like it was yesterday. Okay, it got so bad where white cops were being like really assholes, and they would see like young teenage girls were dressed up hip hop, not hip hop, but was wearing baggy clothes, and they were like, pulling them over and pulling down their pants, and then turn around and say, "Oh no, we thought they were guys," and laughing and joking like it was a game, being disrespectful to somebody's daughter, and pulling these girls' pants down and say, "Oh, we thought they was boys," and they got away with this shit. They really got away with this shit. Okay. So yeah, I remember that. I remember that like it was yesterday. It was like so many. I could be on here for like days telling you about all the crazy things that I've seen. So many crazy. I've had like Latin friends who would like be walking down the street late at night, and police officers would be trying to find somebody or chase somebody, and the person got away, and they'll see you walking down the street, you minding your business. I had a Puerto Rican friend tell me this story. He was walking down the street, minding his business late at night. Police officers opened up the door and ran his behind down. Ran him down, pushed the door open, and then said, "Yeah, we saw you jump out that car. You're a car thief," and beat the hell out of him. Guy did nothing. I know a lot of stories like that. A lot of stories. Right? Now, back to my experience, like I said, when I started having problems, probably at the age of 12. I would say once I got about the age of 12 and started getting a little bit of height, I started having problems with police officers. Police officers just pulling up, just saying all kinds of insulting things to make you react, just pulling across in front of you, backing up on you, harassing you. Okay, I remember one time I just wanted to get out of the projects and try to stay out of trouble. I was with my nephew and was walking. I think I was going to the Museum of Fine Arts and was crossing, and some police officers just came out of nowhere, and we was cutting across this parking lot. So where you so-and-so's going? Go back to the projects. Go back now. So we didn't say anything. We just kept going, walked about our business. They went all the way around the park. So they went on to Huntington Ave, and they blocked us and said, "What are you trying to rape a white girl? You trying to steal a car? Go back to the project where you belong right now, before we get out this car." So we're like 12 years old. My nephew's probably 13. We just turned around and went back to the project. So this was like a daily, probably almost like daily thing routine that we went through all the time. I mean, all the time. I had an incident, I think I was probably more 13 at the time, when my friend and I, we had fixed our bikes and everything, and we was going down Huntington Ave, going to Boston Pizza on Huntington Ave, and like we had Northeastern on one side of the project, and we had Wentworth Institute of Technology, so it was like late at night, we're going to go get some pizza, and we hear somebody screaming, "Hey you, come here, we'll shoot." So me and my friends, we're running, we hear somebody about shooting, we're running. So we're running down the street, we're running down Huntington Ave, trying to go back to our projects. And before you go to our projects, off to the side is Northeastern Police Station. So we're running. So as I get ready to go across the street, police car comes right in front of me, and I jump over the police car. And as I jumped over, there's a Northeastern University police officer, white officer, standing there with a gun, pointing a gun at me for no reason, just pointing a gun and said, "I'll blow your head off. If you don't stop, I'll blow your head off." So I just stopped and I looked at him, stuck this gun in my face, and arrested me and my friend for no reason whatsoever. Okay, I remember that. I remember that like it was yesterday. Put that gun right in my face. Okay. So, as I saying, growing up there in Mission Hill, the blacks and Latinos caught hell because you had the Boston Housing Police that would harass you. You had the Boston Police that would harass you. You had the Boston Metro MBTA Police that harass you. You had the Northeastern University who just was dying to kill a black man or a Puerto Rican man, quick to grab a gun. Then you had the Whitworth Institute of Technology Police that was so quick to pull a gun. Then you have BU Police, and you have the Harvard University Police. So all these different police officers coming into the community, harassing black and Latinos every day. This was an everyday thing. I don't know how I survived. I don't know how anybody could survive going through all that. But this was an everyday thing. I am not lying to you. I'm totally serious. I had so many friends that were murdered. So many friends are dead. So many friends are suicidal. It was just like unbelievable living that life. But this is how we lived in that neighborhood. Okay? Now people say all these negative things, but nobody knows how it was growing up there and how the cops mistreat you living in that community. I had police officers when I was like in high school. I'd just be walking down the street all dressed up, minding my business. I had white police officers come up to me and say, pull up next to me. So who are you supposed to be, Superfly? Are you supposed to be Superfly? Hey, what's up, Superfly? Where you going? Hey, what's up? Yo, bro, what's up? Dumb stuff like that for no reason. I'm not doing anything, but he's gonna come up and call me Superfly. He's gonna come up, pull me over and harass me. What do you got in that bag? Why you carrying a briefcase for? Who are you supposed to be? No, for no reason. You hear him telling you for no reason other than being black or Latino. No, this was like an everyday thing. So there need to be some kind of reform of the police departments in Boston and across the United States. Okay, because there's some people who out of control. There's a lot of them that's out of control. Because I'm talking about every 10, I would say about like 8, if not 9, that would harass me. Out of 10 police officers, every 10 police officers that I would encounter, 8 or 9 of them would harass me. And a lot of times I was about to lose it. I was about to explode and just lose it. And then there'll be that one officer that comes along and say something and make me laugh or put a smile on my face and then make me calm down. Okay, so I went through this all the time. So I'm telling you, on a daily basis, you just catch hell every single day. I'm not lying to you. It was like that living in Mission Hill. And I'm sure it's still like that, but I know back growing up in the 60s and 70s into the 80s, it was really, truly like that. They showed no respect. They got away with so much. And it's time to stop this nonsense. It's really time. Because, I mean, I have some good friends that are police officers in Boston, some black friends who I love and respect because they're still the same black men that I grew up with and I remember. Okay, because like a lot of times some of them, they get on the force, I don't care who it is, they'll change. They walk around like they're gods and stuff. They think they're better than you. They act like they don't know you. Because I have some brothers that I grew up in Mission Hill. I think I remember about maybe 3 or 4 of them that went on the police force. Matter of fact, I did take the exam, but I didn't join the force. But I know of one brother that I did take the exam with, and I'm not gonna say his name, but the brother is still the same. Every time he sees me, he's always speak. He was white friends. He always speaks. Always. Whenever I see him, he always speaks. Good brother, and I got nothing but love for him. And I have another guy that I'm not even gonna call this asshole a friend. I have another guy I went to high school with. And I'm gonna say his name. His name is Teddy, and he was a punk. He was a real punk when he was over at Madison. Okay? He was like all nice and sweet and cool. Wanna be cool with everybody. But now he's on the police force. This guy think he's a god and stuff. He don't know you. He don't know you. He's better than you. Can't speak to you. Shame on you, you punk. Shame on you. You grew up in Boston. You see a black man you know, and you don't want to speak. You know, I feel sorry for you, man. So this is what I want to say about making changes in the police force. We gotta do something, man. We gotta do something because this is getting out of control. I would ask that the good white police officers, good black police officers, men, women, Latinos, the Cape Verdeans, all these people that just come in this country that's getting on the police force, don't fall. Don't get that John Wayne mentality. Okay? Don't let them change you. You know, remember, treat people the way you want to be treated. All right? That's all I want to say. Treat people the way you want to be treated. I don't care what community they're in. All right? Ajima's World. I hope you guys like this video. Take care. Be safe. Peace.